Eva, how you doing? Eva, are you ready to make the show? For the cool kids are out in space to watch us make content. Eva, don't be shy. Come here, baby. Come on. Eva, are you not coming here? Come and see. Come and see. Oh, good girl. The good girl. Cool kids, what's up with what's going down in every city? All around. I guess every town. Some towns not so much, you know? It's going down though. So I want to talk to you, cool kids, about some great stuff. I've been noticing the markets. Have you guys been thinking about the markets? And I'm seeing some disturbing stuff. Have you guys seen the numbers on new automotive sales, for example? Just, mortgages? No? So, the thing is, I have a theory. And my theory is that in 2008, right, our economy collapsed, but government intervention prevented that collapse and caused us to, I don't know, float down the cliff instead of falling hard and fast. But inevitably, we still crash and burn. Think of it like a swimmer in the ocean who swam. They swam one foot out further than they can make it back. Well, they're still not tired. No, they're still not tired, but they don't know that they're dead, but they're dead. Think of it like that. So we've kicked the can down the road so long, so hard. We reached the wall, and then we kicked the can over the wall, and we're running out of can to kick. Yeah, we punted it over the wall. But the can got destroyed, okay? There's no can left to kick hardly. We're kicking the pool tab at this point and calling it a can. Now this is just one man's theory. But I'm going to say it. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I believe a big hunka burning recession is coming. I can't, dude, if I knew when, if I knew where, to what, how, to what extent, what to short, oh my. I'd be rich, but I am telling you, I think something big's coming down the pike, guys. I think it's really gonna be something. It's gonna be one you tell your grandkids about, or your great grandkids, or your kids are gonna tell their grandkids about, kind of thing. I also think that having the shiny, right, is gonna be your friend, because I believe that the governments are going to try to inflate their way out of it. There hasn't been any real wage growth since like 1972, right? Standards of living are going up only because consumer goods are going down as a percentage of and technology. Technology has pushed the increases in standard of living. It is not the workers' wages. The workers' wages have been going down since your grandpa was working. Okay, maybe your pa. All right, maybe your pa. If your pa's like old as shit or buried, yeah. So just unless you win the lottery and you get a really good job. Even for your degree, right? Because not all degrees are equal. A lot of people got their college degree. They thought they could do what their parents did and just get a degree in anything. No, you got to specialize. You got to really look ahead and see what's up. And I'm sorry, a lot of people haven't done that. And I think we're in for a very hard next couple decades, honestly. 15, 20 years of bad is coming. Well, we've had 10 years of good. Since 2008, we've seen the longest bull market probably ever. But here's the thing. The gap between the rich and poor is getting bigger. And that's all by design, because who was buying equities? It wasn't working stiffs trying to live in paycheck to paycheck. And because of our government's interventions, our checks go to equities. Or our investment, the successful investment money goes to equities, rather. Our cost of living is ever on the rise, isn't it? Right? Have you guys checked out the inflation lately? Yeah, that trend, because it's the government's out of whammies. There's no ace up their sleeve. They can only do what they've done and more of it, or less of it. Quantitative easing, right, was basically the monetization of our debt. Okay, and what that means is our debt, rather than paying it through funds that already existed, dollars were created out of thin air to pay it. It's a big part of why the money supply, M3 money supply, has increased so readily, thus spurring inflation on a scale not seen in a generation or two. And the thing is, this is all happening while our demographics are perfectly wrong for it. The young people keep seeing their dream of owning a home, or anything really, being taken away from them as things get more and more expensive, just as their wages start to slightly increase. They are on a losing battle, and you wonder why they're so peed off, and it's putting them right into the lap of silly people who promote silly ideas. It's the perfect storm, guys, and we can't address it, because what are the baby boomers going to give away part of the percentage of their take to the, they already kind of do in a way by keeping a lot of their kids in the basement, grandkids. So I see a lot of grandkids getting raised by the grandparents these days. It's on the up and up, or it's scaling up, and it's kind of sad. Naughty coin, guys. All I'm saying is, what's this all about? What's this mean? Well, it means that there's a good chance that a big shock is coming that's gonna change our perspective on the way markets work, what is and isn't a good investment. I will tell you that if the industrial base is destroyed, right, there is a decent chance that you will see drops in silver initially. I don't know how far or deep those will be. Okay, but they definitely could happen. Okay, so I don't want you guys to think that silver's going to go straight up to the moon just because there's a collapse. Because quite honestly, it's going to drop. Odds are, depending on the micro at that time, there is a very good chance that silver drops precipitously right along with equities and bonds. All this stuff all drops. The thing is, in the long term, I think precious metals are going to be outperform other investment vehicles during these bad times that may or may not be coming. So remember always when you're buying precious metals that you're hedging. You know, in my case here, I'm collecting, right? Yeah. But you know, say I was buying more bullion-y stuff, like you know, 0.999, and I was showing that off for this video. Yeah, you're hedging against dollar-based investment vehicles. Okay, can you believe how much that coin cost? Yeah, it really costs that much. Yes, I really paid that much for this coin. Yep, I know. Crazy, right? Anyway, I want you guys to just always remember, just when you think your investment is failing, that you're totally off base with this precious metal thing, just remember that this stuff has never gone to zero. Not once in all of human history. There's always been value. There always will be value. Now, I can't tell you that value is going to be more nominally than you paid for it. What I can tell you is that it's going to be worth more than nothing. And that, my friends, is worth the price of admission as far as I'm concerned. You know, we can play this game where you talk about opportunity costs and what you could have been investing in if you had a crystal ball. Quite honestly, there's very valid arguments against purchasing precious metals, and that's why when I tell you, when you buy this stuff, it should be no more than 10% of your portfolio, in my estimation. Now, again, I'm not giving investment advice. You get your own. This should be 6 to 10% would be my recommendation, which is worth nothing because I'm just a hobbyist, of your portfolio. However, if by chance silver moonshots, right, you're going to be pretty happy that you got this stuff when you did. Okay. You're going to be pretty happy because there could be a perfect storm scenario with even a crash, like a total event horizon deflationary crash, which, you know, the Federal Reserve is going to fight tooth and nail. That's why I really think silver and gold are good vehicles, because the Fed's not just going to roll over and let that happen. Okay, guys, they only have a few tools in their toolbox. Interest rates, right, cannot go below zero unless you have negative interest rates, which penalizes savings, right? And if they're penalizing savings, you really need to be buying, again, not investment advice, you really need to be buying silver. If you were in Europe for the last 10 years, you needed to be buying silver. Even with their VAT tax, you really needed to be. I think a lot of people have missed out on their chance in Europe. I really do. It sucks that they had the VAT tax, but you know, at the end of the day, you guys did that to yourself by voting for it, or vis-a-vis and not voting against it. Okay. And you left yourselves out there exposed to that. However, nevertheless, if you were buying precious metals in the year 2000 in Europe, you're up. Get it? And if you've been buying dollar cost averaging this whole time, you're going to be a pretty happy camper. Okay? That's just the way it is. And that is the big game here. Buy what you can every month, guys. Again, not investment advice. I can't give you investment advice. Okay? It's just not a thing I can do. Buy what you can every month. My advice, buy as many silver molecules as you can get for your dollar. Don't be buying this fancy stuff like this. Okay? It's cool, don't get me wrong, it's got the cool factor. But it is not what you need to be stacking. Unless you can get it under melt. Was this under melt? Let's see. Nope. Just over, it looks like. Yeah. Actually, probably a 20% premium, honestly, on this coin. Yeah. Well, shucks. Yeah, none of this coins around the world stuff is really doing me any favors on my average price per ounce. But it is getting me a silver coin from that country, and that's really good. This might be under mount. Yeah, it's probably under mount. No. I bought that years ago. A lot of the stuff I've bought recently. For my silver coins around the world collection, which, guys, if you got, I estimate the collection will cost you about $1,500. If you do it frugally, slowly over time, yeah, you could even do better. Some of the countries are just really tough. Okay, Libya, South Sudan, my goodness, Nigeria, rough. Uzbekistan, rough. Kazakhstan's rough. Some countries are just rough. Speaking of Libya. But once you have it, you have it. You got that country knocked out. I've also found some coins that I didn't know existed, which is always cool. Yeah. And so that's a plus. And sometimes I get this stuff like, here you go. This coin, I got it under mount, and I only knew it existed because I had bought one for this collection. Yeah. Woo. So, it's not all bad. Zambia wasn't too bad. Yep. Guys, I want you to find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. I want you to think fondly of the world. I want you to just go out and get it, man. Get your 2 marks with Martin Luther, but not the King, on there. Yeah? Get that thing and take it home with you. And guys, as always, like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. If you didn't enjoy the content, let me know in the comments. That way I can block you. Enjoy your feedback. And I'm totally kidding about blocking you guys. Like I said in one video last week, I've only blocked a couple people, and it was for a very good reason. They were really out of line. Like, you gotta get really out of line for me to block you, man. Like, you gotta mess up pretty bad. You gotta start making racial comments basically about my wife or something like that. That'll get you blocked. Anyway. Yeah, just let me know in the comments what I did wrong, what I do right. And thanks for watching. Take care. Eva, where are you? My goodness. This is a G-rated show. G-rated. All right.